I was determined to learn, especially past tense verbs, so I learned words in pairs, like happened and threatened, looked and blocked, wanted and provided. As I focused on the sounds, I noticed a pattern. I sat and studied and improved along the way. Then I thought, why not include the sound of TH? Marina asked, what happened? I replied that what happened was that I felt threatened as I looked to a future that seemed a little bleak. But that was before I was awakened and realized it was just a dream. Marina asked if I could repeat what I said. So I looked at her with a puzzled expression and repeated what I said as she listened with a determined expression. I asked her what she learned, and she replied that she learned that if she repeated what I said, that past tense were amazingly easy to learn. She highlighted the fact that this was not short-sighted, as she repeated what she learned after all that had happened, and no longer felt threatened by the past tense verb she was determined to learn. She smiled and nodded as she progressed in her knowledge, for past tense verbs no longer concerned her. She thanked me and hugged me before she departed, and smiled while she sang. Happily she jumped and sprang as she learned past tense verbs. I was determined and learned without feeling threatened after all that had happened with the past tense of verbs. I looked and walked as I smiled that day, astonished and bewildered along the way, as she learned past tense verbs. I noticed and realized what had happened. I was so moved as she learned past tense verbs. I wanted to improve, so I repeated and approved. I was interested and wouldn't be test-bested as I learned past tense verbs. I was rested and tested on verbs I was provided. I succeeded and was delighted as I had learned past tense verbs. I hope you like this. I wrote it myself. I tried to make something fun and enjoyable for you to learn. So, hit the like if you did, but no problem if you don't. It was fun just to make.